And hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend and a great week. We're wrapping up the week, and I've got all sorts of stuff here to cover, and I'm excited because we're going to have a little bit of fun. So I'm getting real fancy, even doing the intros now. So, hope everybody has had a great week. Before I jump into the mail, and I've got a pretty good stack of mail, as you can see here. A couple things I do want to talk about, kind of give everybody a update on everything that's going on. So, all sorts of you coming in. Hi, Furry, and Alice, and Starcoin Hero, and Stone Dude, and everybody else. I don't even have my glasses on yet, so... First off, I want to thank everybody for your patience with me over the last month and a half. End of April and most of May was just an insanely crazy, ridiculous, overwhelmingly busy time between my two kids graduating college, and we had high school kids graduating, and Mother's Day, and just a ton of stuff all hitting at once. And it kind of killed my content production because real life has to come before channel. And so you may have noticed that there were a couple weeks there where I only had one episode each week, and even that was kind of shaky. So thank you so much for your patience and understanding during all of that. It's starting to settle down a little bit now, and so I'm kind of getting back onto my normal routine, sort of. I'm leaving Monday for a week at youth camp with a whole bunch of teenagers, so we've been getting ready for that. And then I'll be back home for a week, and then I'm taking off to Israel for a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. But the good news is I've actually been getting ahead, so there's going to be 3 videos next week. How cool was that? That's going to be my best week in a while. And then I'll have a couple the week after that. I'm actually going to tape a video or 2 while I'm at camp if all goes well. And then I should have a full slate of videos while I'm in Israel. And then once I get back, then it'll be getting caught up again. So coming up on tap, for those of you interested, I will be finishing up the Paris videos. I've got a dining video that will be up next week. They'll talk about the really nice dining that I got to do at Disneyland Paris. My last travel vlog from it, I'll have a couple walk through the park, so it'll be kind of a walking tour of Disneyland Paris, and then a walking tour of Walt Disney Studios there, so hopefully those will be fun. My episode for next week is going to be how cast members make magic, so that's the Confessions episode. And then I also plan, while I'm at camp, recording my worst roller coasters I have ever been. That should be a lot of fun. And then we'll kind of see where we go from there. I got a few things in the works. If you have an idea for what you would like me to do, particularly with the Confessions of a Theme Park Worker series, please definitely let me know. In fact, next week's episode, the How Cast Members Make Magic, that's actually an idea from a viewer that I got. So I'm at a point now where after 2 years, my normal routines, I've kind of gotten out there in video already, so I'm definitely looking for new things that maybe I haven't thought of. So, Millennium Force asked a question, what's the better Giga? I couldn't tell you about Fury because I haven't been on it, and Millennium Force was years ago. So, I'm brave because I'm spending a week with teenagers. Actually, I love teens. Teens keep me young. I get along great with them. I was actually with teenagers all day today. Hence the weird comment at the very beginning just before the video started, if you saw that. If you didn't, well, who knows? Claire, when am I going back to Disney World? There is a slim chance I might get back there next summer. That's because we have to be in Florida for business meetings, and I'm already working on trying to make travel arrangements and lodging situation and things like that. So I'm hopeful that end of next July, so 2019, maybe. But if that doesn't work out, it'll probably be a long time because I'll actually be part of business meetings. So, did you hear a beeping sound? I'm not aware of one on my end, Miles, but I don't know. Could be something on my spot beeping. So, let's see. This is Madeline wondering if I bought my wife that Mickey and Minnie bracelet. Madeline, no, I didn't. My wife doesn't really wear bracelets very much. So I don't usually buy them for her. She likes necklaces and things like that, so if I do buy her jewelry, it's usually either a necklace or earrings. So, what do cast members do after work, particularly in the last night of their work week? That could be an interesting discussion, Kenny. a lot of it depends upon if they're single or married or college program or various other things. Cast members are just like anybody else. What does anybody else do after a long work week? A lot of us went home and slept. So, will I go back to Disneyland Paris in the future? Honestly, Joseph, I didn't expect to go to Disneyland Paris in the first case. It was one of those always kind of pie-in-the-sky things that I had dreamed about and never actually expected to happen. So it was really a complete surprise. And honestly, I had a wonderful viewer and friend named Leo who covered all my expenses, and if he hadn't, it wouldn't have happened. So I'm very grateful that I got to go because it was really kind of a dream trip that I hadn't imagined. So I don't expect to. I would love to if I can. Richard, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. If you don't know, Richard is one of my patrons on Patreon, who's also blessed us with wonderful gift packages. Thank you, too, for the wonderful gift there, too, Richard. That will come in very handy in Israel. I'm so excited about our trip to Israel, and it's been interesting because before I get to the mail, I'll wrap this up real quick. My brother and sister-in-law are actually the ones paying for my wife and I to go to Israel. It's our first time ever. We are so excited to go. And our budget certainly didn't allow it. If they hadn't paid for it for our 25th anniversary, we wouldn't be going. So we're kind of looking, and we had a little bit of money we set aside. Basically, the money that comes from my patrons is actually going to be what's our spending money on the trip to Israel. And then I ended up with a huge filling cracking and falling out and 2 teeth slitting apart. And so a good chunk of our money that was going to go for Israel ended up going into my mouth. So thank you for that. That's a huge help. If you go to California's Great America, should you take some pictures? I would love them, Emily. I haven't been to California's Great America in 10 years, something like that. It's been a while, so I would love them. Let me jump into the mail because I've got a pretty good sack, and then I will come back and catch some more of the questions here. Just a quick reminder, too, if you have a question that says, what is your favorite something? I'm probably not going to answer that because I generally have a very hard time picking favorites and stuff like that, so I really have a very hard time. Check the microphone. Sounds like I'm cursing. That is really weird. Okay, I'm not sure, guys, what's going on because I don't even have any microphones plugged in. It's actually my webcam. So, not sure what would even be beeping. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let me... I don't know if this is going to work or not here, everybody, but let me give a try and see if I can actually... We're going to try and switch over to a microphone. So, I'm going to need all of you to let me know if this is going to work while I switch. Okay. It is going to play goofy with me. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I've gone back to the webcam microphone. I don't know why some of you are getting static and everything. I don't have anything going on my end. I don't know what the beeping is, so I'm sorry, guys. I will try and make do with what we've got, and hopefully it will work out. Okay. Cards from Barry. This is greetings from Florida. It says, hi, I'm heading to Orlando this Memorial Day weekend. This tells you how far behind I am on mail. On May 26th, I will be at Universal to ride the new Fast and Furious ride. May 27th, I'm heading to Disney Hollywood Studios for Star Wars Galactic Nights. Look for more stuff in the mail. Yay! And I do actually have a few things here from Barry. So, Very excited about that. Thank you for the card, Barry. Last setting sounded amazing. Okay, well, I'm happy that worked. And then one of the cards is go the distance. When you accept a task, finish it. Says, hi, I'm glad you enjoyed your visit to Disneyland Paris. I loved Disneyland Paris. I still need to know, did the McDonald's in France call a quarter pounder with cheese a royal with cheese? Was Quentin Tarantino correct? Actually, I ordered a Big Mac, which was called a Big Mac. I don't remember it being called a royal. They did have a different kind of burger that was specific to France, and that may be the royal. But I didn't have that, so I don't think so, but, don't know. Let's see. And actually, I'm just looking, my gains are about the same. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Part of it may be it's a Friday night, and I am on cable internet, which cable internet is notorious on Friday nights. So, let's see here. So, last card from Barry for a little bit, and then I'm going to jump in some others. From the dog. Oh, my dog would love this. She's over there sleeping on the couch. Dear SirWillow, I track mud in, I make a mess. When I eat, I don't put my toys away. But at least you don't have to put me through college. Happy Father's Day. Your dog has a good life. He gets fed, gets love, and gets a roof over his head. Much like your kids. Right, Ginger? Ginger! Come here. Okay, since the dog sent me a card. Come here, puppy. Come here. Okay, so you're going to ask about the dog. There's the dog. Say hi. Yeah, say hi. I know you love me. Isn't it wonderful that you love me? Okay. So my next one is from Sam Taylor. So Sam, we're going to open this up here. He's got a nice letter in here. How far is Cincinnati? A long ways. From where I am at, it is 4 hours to St. Louis, and then I've got to go into the rest of it. So it's quite a drive, Hulk Shooter. Did I see the Paris Opera House? No, I did not. I only had 2 days in Paris, so I didn't get to see a lot in the city itself. Dear SirWillow, my name is Sam, and I'm a history major at University of Mary Hardin Baylor. History majors, yes. Which is Central Texas in a town called Belton, which is between Austin and Waco. It's a small Baptist college where you can feel God everywhere on the campus, even in the classroom where the professors can pray before the class starts. I first discovered your videos at my school where I was looking up Disney behind-the-scenes videos, and yours came up with the videos. The first video I saw was the break rooms at the park, and it snowballed from there watching your videos online. My mom and your wife love the same movie, Beauty and the Beast. Other than Disney movies, what other films do you love to watch? My favorite movie is actually movies, and they are Lord of the Rings. That's definitely on my top list. And I want to be a dwarf in that world. If you can be the Lord of the Rings world, which one would you like to be? I would probably be a hobbit sitting in my hole and eating several meals a day. I'm a DC guy. My favorite superhero is Batman. I'm Marvel, but that's okay. Because of everything he has and wanted to be a superhero. Which superhero is my favorite? Like I said, I have a terrible time picking individual favorites. So, guest videos always get me because I worked at a zoo and get weird and silly questions which drive me crazy. And if they just think it through or look at their maps, maybe they would have answered their own questions. I really enjoy your videos. Hope to see more videos and keep up the good work. And yes, that's actually why the funny questions make me laugh. Because most of the time, if people looked at the map or the app or thought for a few minutes, they probably answered their own question. But hey, I have asked dumb questions myself. So, in which case, I then look at the cast member when I realize and laugh and say, yep, I'm a goober. Let's see. Corey Page, I'm going to Disneyland by Amtrak from Philadelphia in August. Anything you suggest bringing? Clothes and something to stay cool with. Corey, I have a video. It's from last year, I believe, that talks about different tips when you do go to Disney, and it talks about some of the things to bring. If you're going to be there in August, it is going to be hot. Stop at a Walmart or a Walgreens or somewhere and buy a squirt bottle that you can add water to and fill it up with ice. They'll give you ice water at the parks free to fill it up with, and it will be amazing to keep you cool. Any tips I can give a PhotoPass photographer at the Magic Kingdom? Just had Disney Traditions congratulations, David. They're going to give you all sorts of training on how to take the photos. And the best thing I can do, you'll like the video I have coming out Thursday next week on making magic happen, because they'll give you some ideas. I do talk about places in Epcot and magic shots and some things like that. It's hard for me to give you any specific tips until after you get through. Make friends with your other photographers that are more experienced. Any chance you get, once you get trained in the view, look at other photographers' pictures and what they see and do, and that'll give you a ton of inspiration. Let's see. What can I tell you about Disney and the Union and about the increase in the tickets? Union has nothing to do with the increase in tickets prices, Xenia. Basically, Disney raises their prices every February for the guests, and that is because they can and because they're getting record crowds. There's no reason not to. So, this envelope is from, let's see, it looks like from the United Kingdom. So this has a few things in here. There we go, and I've got a return address. Yes, United Kingdom. So if this is your envelope, I'm opening it now. And Matthew, I'm not sure what's going on with the microphone. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do on that. So it may very well be just simply because I'm getting heavy internet traffic from my neighbors and we share a cable line. So, wow, there is a huge letter here. Whew. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's see. This is actually a huge list of tips on Disneyland Paris. Some of this I actually remember, which is wonderful there, except I've already been to Disneyland Paris. So, but this is very cool, actually, to have it in written form, because I had it all electronic. So, but if you want copies of this, I can actually make copies of it and send it to you. So that is all Disneyland Paris stuff. Very cool. Let's see. Must-do attractions, which I actually, this was the nice thing. We had enough days at Disneyland Paris that I did everything at Disneyland Paris. So, but yes, wonderful hints and tips. So I can make copies of this. I still don't see a name here. So I don't know who this is from, except that it's from somebody in the United Kingdom. No name. Uh-oh. Well, thank you, whoever this is. They've got some other neat stuff here, too. Maybe there'll be a name hiding in here in a bit. Let's see. There is a brochure on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. Very cool. Oh, now this looks neat. The Binchester Roman Fort. Okay, who wouldn't love to see a Roman centurion shooting 2 arrows at once off a horse? Wynyard Hall in the Gardens. Durham Marketplace. The Life Science Center. Darlington Railway Museum. Durham Cathedral. Okay, the history nut in me would love to go see that. Oh, this is, okay. This is the envelope that we were wondering. My last mail call, I had gotten a package from Skater Punk Barbie, and it had some great stuff in it, and then she sent an envelope, and it got delayed. So, well, hey, it arrived. So there we go. It just took a while. International mail is weird sometimes. So there's another brochure, county show, all sorts of stuff. And then Guide to Disneyland Paris, Research and Study Center, Durham City Map. So very cool stuff. So thank you. Hey, now you know it arrived. Mail sometimes is so much fun. Let's see. Let's see. Hoping to Disney bound when you go to Disneyland. Are there any limits? Be able to go with block colors for subtlety. Alice's Wonderland, the only limit that you have as far as what you can have, what you can wear at Disney, is it has to be keep you covered, and so nothing obscene on it, and you can't look like a character. Your outfit can be inspired by the character, that is absolutely fine, but you can't look like you are the character where somebody might think that you are the character and want your autograph. Other than that, Disney bounding is awesome. There's no color limits or anything at all like that. So, let's see. Matt, not quite sure why you're apologizing. I haven't seen anything you're bothering about. Did you have anybody got on my nerves when I was working in Silver Dollar City, Joseph? Joseph, watch some of my silly guest videos and you will see some of it. Although I usually laughed, I only had 1 or 2 times that people really got me mad. So, another card from Barry. Rachel, you can't turn off the slow mode thing. I actually control that. And so people who are wondering, why do I have it on slow mode? Is because if I don't put it on slow mode, then the chat goes so fast that I can't keep track of who is saying what. So I deliberately put a delay in there that only allows you to send a message every 45 seconds or so. Otherwise, it just goes so fast, I have no way to keep up. It also, since my kids are not able to be on, it gives me an opportunity to mod. So if somebody is saying something that they shouldn't, I can catch it much easier this way. So hey, we got another one from the dog. Happy Mother's Day to my 2-legged mom with licks and tail wags. That's cute, Barry. So let's see. Alice says, so a black bow, white top, and blue skirt would be absolutely fine. They would love that, Alice in Wonderland, because that would definitely let them know that you're Alice. Okay, that's cute. That is really cute. That awkward moment when you realize your mom was right about everything. Oh, yes. When you got, some of you who are younger, you will have that moment. Gordon Farmer, yes, I would love to see those tunnels. Michelle, when do I leave to Israel? We actually fly out on the 19th, and it is going to be, let's see, we leave on the 19th, and we arrive on the 20th, about 30 minutes later in the day than when we leave. So it's going to be a long trip there. After a shift at Disney World, how often would I stick around and hang out at the park? It would depend upon how tired I was, what time of the day it was, if I had anything else going on at home that day. So it would be tough. It changed and varied all the time. Sometimes I'd love to stay at the park for a few hours. Other times I was like, I want to go home. So let's see. This is from Jennings Smith. So there's Jennings Smith trying to get the envelope there. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. There is a letter in here. I will get it out. There it is. SirWillow, hope you are doing well. I enjoy your vlogs and informative videos. I appreciate your perspective on the papes and all the parks and all that they encompass. Please find enclosed a couple times guides from our recent trip, as well as a Disney Springs Magic schedule I picked up from the Character Warehouse of Vinland. I figure you would like to add these to your collection. Keep up the good work and say hello to your family. Best, Jennings Smith from Greensboro, North Carolina. Thank you, Jennings. Yes, there's a Magic Kingdom Times guide and an Epcot one. So yes, these will go great in the collection. And then a Disney Times and information guide. And these are fun because they actually give you stuff for all the parks in them. So there you go. So thank you so very much. Happy unbirthday. Happy unbirthday, everyone. Need a kitty fix, please. I'll have to ditch the camera for a second if I'm going to do that, but I can do that. So, actually, Alan, here's the hilarious thing. I actually got a call from the tour company that we're going through. Alan says, Israel is intense to be prepared for my faith to be challenged. I got a call from the tour group yesterday asking if I will be the tour pastor, meaning I give a brief devotion in the morning and stuff. I'm kind of going, I've never been there, and I'm going to do this. This will be entertaining. So, Hook Shooter, have I seen Infinity War? Yes, and it is incredible, and I'm not going to say more because I know some people still have not seen it, and I don't want to give away spoilers. But incredible movie. Absolutely incredible. Also saw Solo, too, which Solo was very good. Hey, Ruby Kitty. All right. I'm going to grab the cat here since everybody's asking. Yeah, I'm here. So I want you all to know you just made me wake the old lady up because Ruby is like 15 years old now. Yes, it's all them. It's their fault, Ruby. Okay? Yeah, doesn't she look real happy? There you go. Okay. Do I respond to letters written to me? What I do is, you can see I read them here. If it is somebody who wants an autograph or a picture or something, I will send that sometimes. I generally don't write back just because, one, I'm a terrible person as far as when it comes to writing letters, and time is a huge thing. So this is my way of saying, yes, I've got your mail, and thank you so much for it. But I don't generally write back. I do a little bit on the internet and correspond that way. If it is a request for something that I can do and there's opportunity, I will do my best to do that. But I don't promise written responses to letters just because I'm bad about that. So this is from Heather in Deltona, Florida. It's nice, big manila envelope. And she writes, "Hi, George. My name is Heather. I am a kindergarten teacher from Central Florida. I enjoy watching your Park Tales videos. While I was at Animal Kingdom for the 20th anniversary, I picked up a few maps for you to add to your collection." Ooh. Ooh. See, Animal Kingdom just had their 20th anniversary, and they had these maps only for the one day. How very cool. So these are special park maps because they've actually got all of this in it just for the anniversary. How cool is that? So, thank you so very much, Heather. That is awesome. And thank you for teaching. I know what a challenge it is to be a teacher today. Your administration and your parents make all the difference. So I pray you have a good administration and parenting there. Thank you for that. That's wonderful. Yay! Park maps. Let's see. Do I like what Disney is doing with Star Wars? Because right now the Star Wars fan base is divided. This is from Hulk Shooter. Honestly, yes. I have loved the new Star Wars movies. Okay, here's where I laugh at the Star Wars fans who take themselves so seriously. So here we go. Off on a tangent for all the theme park fans. And I'll do this while I'm opening up a box from Barry. So, the Star Wars fans complained about the first new Star Wars movie because it wasn't original enough. It was too derivative. So The Force Awakens, well, it was just too much like the others. Well, then we get to The Last Jedi, which is original and challenging and different, and they complained about that too, because, you know, hey, we don't want you to be different, but we really don't want you to be different. There were a couple small things in The Last Jedi that I was like, eh, but honestly, I have really enjoyed the new Star Wars movies. Solo, I didn't expect anything unusual because we already knew most of his story, and so it had to fit into that. Rogue One, I think, was probably the best Star Wars movie ever. I really enjoyed Last Jedi, and so I've been very pleased overall. So yes, I do like what they're doing, and a lot of what they're doing in the parks I like. So, yep. And keep in mind, this is coming from a guy who saw the original Star Wars in 1977 at a drive-thru theater about a month after it came out when I was a kid and had all the original toys. So, I am a long-time diehard Star Wars fan. Let's see. Israel's beautiful. I'm so excited. This trip that we're going on in Israel is the first class edition, and we're going almost anywhere that you could think of to go in Israel. So, let's see. Paper! Okay, yes, you did hear that pop on your camera. Let's see. We have another card. Happy Father's Day, SirWillow, which is in a couple weeks. So this time I'm actually staying ahead of it, Barry. Oh, okay, and speaking of Star Wars, there you go. Legendary Dad. I wonder if my daughter would agree with that. I should ask her. Let's see. Blue Now, brand new galactic adventures of epic proportions. Dad, you're our only hope. Oh, and that's kind of cool. And it folds down like that. So you can kind of see how it opens up. I always wondered what jelly babies taste like. Ooh. Okay. This is going to be hilarious because we have a Star Wars card, but jelly babies are a Doctor Who thing. This is from the 4th Doctor. He will always carry jelly bellies with him. So, very cool. Thank you, Barry. Ooh. And this is what a jelly baby looks like. Yeah, so they're not jelly beans. They're more like a juju fruit kind of thing. And speaking of the 4th Doctor, that actually looks a lot like a scarf. Very cool, Barry. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Let's see. Okay, now if I'm going to do this right, I don't wear ties very often, but we're going to have a little fun with this. Because, you know, the fourth Doctor, he actually wore a big scarf, so we'll just wear it like that. That way it looks a little bit like a scarf. Thank you. Let's see. The cameo solo left you speechless as someone who follows all the canon material. David Triana. Now, this is something interesting. I don't want to give away a spoiler, but if you watch the Star Wars cartoons and you were aware of them, you won't be caught by surprise by the cameo that appears in Solo near the end. However, if you don't watch the cartoons, you will be shocked. But yes, it totally fits in with the canon. Rogue had the best battle scenes in all Star Wars. Yes. Rogue One, they just did... Honestly, I think they did everything right in Rogue One. They had a great battle scene. They had a great relationship story in it that wasn't gushy but made sense. And just wonderful. Next parcel, he sent jelly babies. Yeah, that'll work. Now, Hulk Shooter, remember what I said about favorites. Check out your Doctor Who avatar. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's small for I'm having to stare at it there, Alan. Okay, so the last two things I have for mail is this. Oh, Eric, thank you so much for ordering my shirts. I appreciate that. That's wonderful. I hope you enjoy them. I'm very pleased because the store that my merchandise is on actually does really good quality merchandise. So that's very nice. Okay, so I've got two different things here. You will be shot. Is that a reference to Ronald? I don't know, Alice. Let's see. Yes. Actually, Richard, I'll really get technical here on the cameo. They have the same actor and the same voice. They're actually two different things. But they do go together. Doctor Who or Doctor Strange? Doctor Who. That was not a question there, Hulk Shooter. Okay. So I'm going to start opening up these packages. These are both from the United Kingdom. They're from Ashley Hart, so I am very excited about that. Okay, let's see. I see you shiver with anticipation. I hope these get there in one piece. Well, I hope so. We'll find out here in just a second. What does my shirt say? Oh, you know what? I was going to change my shirt, and I forgot. We had a big garage sale at my church today, raising money for our teenagers to pay for summer camp. Yeah, we leave Monday, and we're still trying to pay for it. And so I was actually at my church off and on throughout the day, working on videos here at home, go to church, work at the garage sale for a little bit, come home, work on more videos and stuff. So the shirt is actually for my church. So that's what the shirt says. Let's see. Okay, so Margaret, Amber. Now, actually, while I'm opening this up, she did send a couple cards as well to my kids. And I did actually let them open them up already. But I did take a couple pictures. So there is Amber's bracelet opening up her graduation card. So you can see she's got her little bracelet on and her card. And then my son is right there opening his. So, Ashley, thank you very much for the graduation cards. And then I got my wife to come in, and let's see. So this is a Margaret.
Who's it from?
This is from Ashley Hart.
Oh.
The one who sent the chocolates and stuff last time. Amber?
Very sweet person.
And Joseph isn't here, so I'm going to open his up for him and make him wear them later.
Oh, how sweet.
Oh, very cool.
Ears. How very cute. She makes
Number one, Dad.
She makes these, right?
Now you got to show it on camera so people can see it really good.
Very cute.
Let's
I have to put mine
There we go.
Too. Well, there we go. Very,
And then
very cute.
Joseph. This is number one son.
Aww.
So what-
my mom.
So what we have to do next year, if we can actually make it down to Disney World for General Council, is we all have to wear our ears.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll all wear them right there.
Okay. So, very cool.
Thank
you.
How sweet. She makes these. I've seen pictures of this on Facebook.
That's cool. Thank you so much.
Nice.
So, yes, Ashley, you can see they made it through one piece.
Thank you. Lovely. I will keep it.
And then I got one more here. What do I think of the movie Coco? You want to hear Sad Matt? I have not seen it yet. I don't know. So, Annalise, slowly building a box to send you, taking a few trips to Disneyland and getting Pixar Fest stuff. Cool. Thank you so much. That'll be fun to see. I love getting mail. Mail is so awesome. I'm always amazed when I get mail and that people want to send it, but it's so much fun to open. So thank you, everybody. Eric, don't worry. If she sends me a box, I promise you I will open it up. Let's see. And now this is kind of funny because it ripped just a little bit. Merry Christmas. Looks like Nemo paper. And yep, it's all taped together here. So we're just gonna rip. It's Christmas. You can rip Christmas paper, right? Oops, there goes my scarf. Ding. Okay, now that was a ding for everybody. That's because I just bumped my keyboard. So, do rain ponchos keep your head and hair dry on water rides? Sometimes. You can't get your hair wet. Ooh, that could be a definite issue. Forget the rapids. Definitely. Splash Mine, you basically have one drop, and you can probably get away if you pull the poncho all the way down and hold it. But it would be tough to do. Play Fortnite? Nope, don't have time. Sorry, Hulk Shooter. Let's see. He recycles. My dad used to recycle all sorts of stuff. So my family at Christmas time, you never trusted the box because it was going to be from something completely different. I got one piece of tape here I'm still working on. Oh, Margaret, you may want to come back again because this box contains goodies for Margaret. So I'll answer a question two while I'm waiting. Margaret! You're not done! What Disney World park is my favorite? Maggie, it depends upon what mood I'm in. A lot of times I would say Magic Kingdom, but my favorite rides are over at Hollywood Studios, and I love the World Pavilion Epcot. So, box contains goodies for Margaret.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm just going to kind of hold the box up like this.
Is this also from?
This is also from the one who made our ears.
Oh my gosh, she's so generous. Wow.
And you can see she's already going for the chocolate.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see, there are 3 things of Chalky Buttons.
Oh gosh, this person is so sweet. So sweet.
And then
I love it.
your Corolla Whirl.
I have never had these types of candies before, but they are so good.
Gluten-free chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, yay! Yay! I can eat.
And gluten-free cocoa and vanilla cream whirls.
Oh. Wow.
So I'm just handing them over because it's safer that way. Let's see, all butter quadruple Belgian chocolate cookies.
Wow. These are very decadent.
And I'm trying to see if these may be mine.
Oh, those are yours. Okay.
I don't know. Okay. Even if they're not mine, they're mine now. I gotta get something out of this.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple jars in here too.
Oh, yay.
Okay, now this is actually, your timing here is perfect.
Yes,
because
I'm out of coffee.
She just ran out of coffee and she's like, what am I going to do?
Oh my goodness.
Because we've got about $40 to last us 2 weeks.
Coconut Delight. Oh, I love coconut and chocolate orange. Amazing combination. So you are such a friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's it. I was just trying to.
What a generous friend, George.
Yes.
Seriously.
So all sorts of stuff.
Oh my land. I feel like it's Christmas or something. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
Do I have a right Thunderation in Silver Dollar City? I write everything at Silver Dollar City for gaming. There's a poncho and a shower cap. That will definitely do you good. Is there a Mexican community by where I live? Yes, it's about what? Monette really is kind of the biggest cluster, which is about 30 minutes away.
I just have to say, though, being raised in Spanish communities, I don't really feel like we have a strong presence in the area.
Not a whole lot.
I miss it excruciatingly. I just feel like it is very white bread out here, and I love central United States, but I do miss the different culture groups that I had in Southern California in particular.
We've got... Okay, here's where we are. In Springfield, Missouri, there really is not a decent Mexican restaurant in the area. We have one that's actually in a place called Aurora. It's about 40 minutes away from Springfield that does some really good Mexican food. But most of the Mexican food in Springfield itself, bleh. And it's really sad. It's one of the chains here that people think is just wonderful. It's just terrible. Worst salsa I've ever had, and the food is so. Yeah, when we do get out, say we get down to Florida, or especially if we get out west, it's great. Let's see. No, the coffees are a good choice. Yes, they are. So yes, you can see my wife is very excited about that. Are you coming back for more of your stuff?
No, I
she has
just
to come
want
back and get coffee.
It's a especially good idea because I'm out. So thank you.
Let's see. Gilby, we are coming down in July to go to Silver Dollar City. Can a person see everything in 2 days at a reasonable time without hurrying through the park? Probably. If you go during the week, you should be able to do that with no problem. If you go on the weekend, it's going to be a lot tougher. Some of it will depend upon when in July as well. Be sure to look online to see what the entertainment schedule is while you're here. And depending upon when you're here, let me know, because I will be around in July and we'll have family here, so we will definitely be at Silver Dollar City at least one day. So, AJ Fowler, what's my favorite Disney movie? Whatever one I'm watching at that moment. I can't pick favorites. Let's see, if I ever visit El Paso, be glad to be my tour guide. I'd love to get down to El Paso sometimes. I actually have driven through El Paso a few times, right on the freeway there, where you look over and see Mexico on one side and Texas on the other. So, Anna Ellie asked, is there a Hispanic treat that I miss I could pick up for you? Not anything that would mail very well. I miss my Christmas tamales. Oh, goodness. We had some friends that would make tamales every year at Christmas, and I miss that, but those don't ship very well. So I miss a lot of the fresh food. So, but thank you for the offer, Anna. I don't know what else I would ask for. Looking to go in Silver Dollar City for New Year's Eve. Do they do anything like last New Year's Eve? Silver Dollar City has not really ever done anything for New Year's Eve. Last year, they tried for the first time, and they were open for a little while. And I think they were open till like 7 o'clock at night. And then it was like beyond freezing and bitterly cold and not great weather. And they had a terrible turnout. It's just not a good time of year to be at the park. So I was really surprised they tried anything. Even if they do something for New Year's Eve, I probably wouldn't want to be out at that cold. But they are open the day before, and they should have everything open temperature permitting. They're very end of December. Weather is always iffy, and it can be nice or it can be really bad. So it's hard to say, Eric, but there are other things in Branson to do on New Year's Eve too. But yeah, if you come by, Eric, I owe you one. So definitely let me know when you're going to be in town, and I will definitely hook up with you, because Eric helped me out with the trip to Paris and a few other things. So Eric has been a wonderful help to me. Let's see here. I'm kind of skimming through. Monday be at Silver Dollar City, or Tuesday for furry gaming, I'll be at camp with teenagers. Yay! I'm security. I get to be mean. Yeah, right. Let's see. What's my take on churros? I'm weird when it comes to snacks in that I like salts better than sweets. And so churros, I buy them for my kids, and I would take a bite or two of their churro. I like them, but I wouldn't buy a whole churro because it would almost be too much for me. But I do like them. Chris Hadley rode the train last Sunday at Silver Dollar City. It's a great ride. I'm biased. I don't think it's as funny as it used to be, and they have cut out parts of it. But it's always a fun. It's a classic. If you've never been to Silver Dollar City and you go, you have to ride the train, regardless of how good or bad it is, because it's a tradition there. You got to go on the train. Love it. Let's see. Can I get the really nice thick Mexican caramel? Ooh. By the way, Carol Schleter is my mom. So those of you who want to know if you can get some Mexican treats, if she's saying something like the thick Mexican caramel, there you go. You can send that to me, and yeah, I can give it to my mom. She's not that far away. Send me the masa to make tamales. Whew. Ooh, it's been so... I made tamales once, and it was a mess. I'd love to. Let's see. Am I coming to Michigan Adventure? I get a lot of questions about, am I going to go somewhere, and what are my plans? So, okay, you may have heard me mention my budget earlier, and I said that after spending money on my teeth and everything, right now we have $40 in our bank account that has to get us through June 15th. That's not terribly unusual on our finances. We really tend to live right close on the edge a lot of times, which doesn't give us a lot of money for travel. So when we do get something, oftentimes it's because I've gotten discounts or we've been blessed in some way, like Israel's being paid for by family and Disneyland Paris is paid for by some friends. So we don't generally have a lot of money to travel, as weird as that sounds, as much as I do get to do. And so something like Michigan Adventure, I don't get to just say, hey, let's go. There's no way for us to do that. So right now, our plan is we've got Israel coming up. We have family from both coasts here in July, and we will do some things around this area, and that's our travel for the year. There's a chance, small chance, really small chance, I will get out to the Sacramento area in October for my high school reunion. I don't know that that's even going to happen. And even if that does, there won't be money to go visit a park. So next summer, 2019, if we do anything, it's going to be going down to Orlando for about 2 weeks, 1 week of which is our semi-annual church business meetings. So that's basically our travel plans. And any place else, no, right now it is not in the cards, and I don't know when or if it ever will be because our money and stuff that we do just doesn't necessarily allow it. So long answer to short question. If anybody who asks, are you planning on? The answer is probably not. And my wife is over here on the side going, coffee!
Coconut delight.
Coffee. Okay. What theme park do I want to visit that I have never visited before? Ooh. I'm going to think about that for just a second. Matt Weatherby asked, how much is a day pass for Silver Dollar City? Approximately $65, but look for discounts. You may be able to find some. Look online, silverdollarcity.com. AJ Fowler, I would probably say a couple of the other international Disney parks. Disney Tokyo and Disney Sea would be fantastic. And then Shanghai Disney, just because of the brand new stuff they've got there. So I love the Disney parks. And I'm starting to get to an age where I'm a little slower getting around the parks. And so they're nice because you can kind of just cruise along at a slightly slower pace. So that's probably what I would say. If I could go anywhere and I didn't have any limits, it would probably be the other Disney parks first. Joseph, let's see. Finish working at Legoland Windsor. There's a lot of things I would love to do in England if I could ever actually get there. And again, budget is the biggest reason. So if somebody ever wants to pay for us to go to England, hey! But Alton Towers is there, Thorpe Park is there, Legoland is there. Yes, I would love to go and see and do all of those. They would be great. Probably the next international trip I would do, though, if I could do anything that had a little bit of money, was I would probably go to the Montreal and Quebec City area. But that's not necessarily for theme parks. It's because my family roots, the Bernash family, actually has ties all the way back to the settling of Quebec City. So I would want to go back for the history and genealogy stuff there. Oh, yeah, my wife just noticed the tie. Now, did you notice what styled after?
Is it like a...
Think Jelly Bellies.
Oh.
Yep. Just like, is it like Hoovian? Yes, it is. Fourth Doctor. Okay. Have I been Six Flags Great America? Actually, yes, way back in 2002. I went. Wonderful park. Wonderful park. Yeah. Let's see. Hi, SirWillow. Hi, Smiles a lot. Hoaxer, before you decide you want to marry a British girl, make sure you get to know the girl first. She may be a little proper for you. Okay. Is time travel scary? I didn't think so. Some people think it might for furry gaming. There's actually, I have a video on there that says Time Traveler full coverage. It actually has on-ride video footage of me riding Time Traveler. Silver Dollar City was wonderful and gave me a GoPro to wear when I rode it. Did it with their permission, under their supervision. Don't do it on your own. And so you can see what it's like to ride it. It's a fun ride. I call it it's a thrilling family coaster. It's something anybody could ride. So, and I'm Kenny. Why not visit Canada's Wonderland? Want to pay? That's what. So much of it, guys. And I'll say it again. All these places to visit. There are a million places I would love to go, but I can basically afford to stay home. So that's about it. Even this Israel trip that we're going on. After the dental work I had to pay for and everything else. No joke. I'm not exaggerating when I'm telling you. we're going to have about $400 in cash to be able to spend on souvenirs. Our breakfast and our dinners are covered. Out of that $400, we still have to pay for our lunches. So when I say we are really on a shoestring budget, we are really on a shoestring budget. We just don't have money for stuff. So all these places, yeah, someday if I ever have $1 million, or if somebody wins the lottery for me and gives me their winnings, because I don't play the lottery, so I can't win it. So, let's see. Where does my last name come from? Actually, Eric, in tracking down my last name, up in Canada, it was spelled B-E-R-N-E-C-H-E, and then there's a ton of variations of it, and it actually goes all the way back to the Basque region, so which is a region kind of bordering in between Spain and France. And so it's not really Spanish, it's not really French, although it tends to be, it's been controlled by the French more often than not. But that's originally where that family's roots are from, on my dad's side. So yeah, all the way back there. And then my dad's mother's side was Dutch. And then my mother's side actually goes, I've actually got one ancestor that goes all the way back to Jamestown here in the States. So, I mean, early Jamestown, 16-something. So we come from all over the place. Let's see. Steel Vengeance is back to 2-train operation. That is awesome news. I have to say, I have been very impressed with how Cedar Point has handled that whole thing with Steel Vengeance. They have done a great job with it. They really have. So, well, we are on the 50-minute mark. We've got 36 of you on here right now. Yay! So, Hulk Shooter, I basically, anybody who wants to know, did I visit whatever in France? Everything I visited in France, I have now posted up on a video. So if you didn't see it in one of my videos on France, I didn't get to go there. That's your short answer. So make it easy for you that way. And also encourage you, if you haven't watched the videos yet from France, go watch them. Help me out. Share them. Like them. Spread the word. So, Rachel D. Yes, I do have a lovely wife. Lovely wife. That's why I married her. What does my nickname SirWillow come from? BR Wombat. You should know better than this. By the way, BR Wombat, if you guys don't know, actually helps contribute to Uncle Walt's, which has some great information about behind the parks and stories you never knew about. I'll let him provide a link in the chat if he wants to. I think it will give a link. If not, I'll post one up in the description later. SirWillow was actually a nickname from high school students I used to teach back in the 90s. Some of you may remember a movie called Willow that is just having its anniversary. In fact, pull it out here. This guy. And my high school students said that I looked like the guy, and so they all started calling me Willow. Well, as the internet grew, because this was the early 90s when internet was brand new, I started using the nickname Willow online and ran into 2 issues. 1, it's a girl's name, and 2, it's a pretty common name. And so I added on the SirWillow to fix both of those, made it unique, and also let people know I was a guy. And that's basically been me ever since. I've only run into a couple other people that have tried to use the nickname, and they don't use it often. So if you ever Google SirWillow, it's almost all me. There's a couple exceptions, but that's where it came from. Oh, and by the way, hi to everybody at Holiday World who might be tuning in. Holiday World is having its big coaster enthusiast event right now, and I wish I was there. I've been hearing good things there. So, Joseph Howarth, did I go on Pirates at Disneyland Paris? I went on every single ride at Disneyland Paris. Every single ride. I did not miss anything. So yes, I did. Although Pirates was definitely interesting because it was this weird mix of storylines between Disneyland and Walt Disney World and different orders. It was interesting, but still pretty classic. So, watch the videos on my other channel. Ask for advice, and when I'm low, need to pick me. Thank you so much for that, Skaterpunk Barbie. That blesses me. I do have another channel. I haven't updated in a couple weeks just because, like I said, it's been so insanely busy. But it's called The Burning Bush. It is definitely much more Christian. I do read scriptures. I preach at you. So if you're afraid of that or bothered by it, don't go check it out. But if you like stuff like that, go check it out. But yeah, I'm always happy to hear that people have been blessed by it. So, And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys, because we are actually right on almost an hour. Pretty close, 55 minutes. So thank you so much for everybody for joining me. If you do have other questions, definitely please throw them in the chat. If you've got other ideas for videos and subjects you want me to talk about that can actually take a whole video, please let me know. And make sure, and hopefully the things I can do. So I have some people, well, what about security at Disney? I really don't know anything about security at Disney because I wasn't one, so I can't answer questions like that. But if it's something that I do know and do have experience with, I would love to be able to use those. So definitely throw your ideas at me. I'm always looking for new ideas and inspiration. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you for all the mail and the gifts. And my wife says thanks for the treats and everything else. So much good stuff. Hang on. I'm going to bless you all real quick. Come here, Sandy. Since everybody asks about the cats, the other one is out. There's Sandy. Yes, now she's going, why did you pick me up? There you go. So, Hulk Shooter, can I start doing movie reviews? I just don't have time. Think about how many videos I've been putting out recently, how they've been smaller, and that's why. Hard to do more. But it might be something I might do eventually in the future. So, thank you so very much, everybody. Where would I prefer the suggestions go? Either leave them in the comments of the video after this, or you can put them on the Facebook page. There's a link to that in the description as well as everything else. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Love to hear your feedback. Thanks for the mail. I am so blessed, guys. I have the most awesome viewers. Thank you so much.